You've seen it everywhere. In your social feed, at parties, and even in classrooms, vaping. It's the go-to for millions around the world. But how much do you really know about it? Here's the truth about vaping that no one's talking about. Vaping exploded onto the scene as the safe alternative to smoking. And it makes sense, right? No tar, no ash, no lingering cigarette smell. It was supposed to be a clean break from smoking. But is it really as harmless as it seems? In 2010, vaping was marketed as the miracle tool to quit cigarettes. Fast forward to 2024, and over 55 million people are vaping globally. But while it's helped some quit smoking, there's more to the story. Did you know a single vape pod could contain as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes? That's a hit of nicotine every time you puff, and this is where the real danger lies. You're not just inhaling flavored air, nicotine is highly addictive. And it's hooking a new generation. A recent study showed that nearly 1 in 5 high school students are vaping. What was meant to help people quit smoking is now pulling in teenagers who never smoked a day in their lives. So what about the vapor itself? It's often marketed as just water vapor, right? But that's not the whole truth. The vapor you're inhaling isn't just harmless steam. It can contain harmful chemicals like formaldehyde, acrolein, and volatile organic compounds. Some of these chemicals are known to cause cancer, lung damage, and heart disease. And it gets worse. In 2019, the CDC linked over 2,800 cases of severe lung injury to vaping, with 68 confirmed deaths. These aren't just numbers. These are real people, real stories. But let's talk about the psychological side. The flavors. Cotton candy, bubblegum, mango ice, they're everywhere, and they're marketed to pull you in. These flavors don't just taste good. They mask the harshness of nicotine, making it easier to take in more than you realize. And who's being targeted the most? Teens. Vaping companies might deny it, but the numbers don't lie. Nicotine addiction is skyrocketing among young people. Here's another shocker. Instead of getting people off smoking, vaping is becoming a gateway. Yes, you heard that right. Some studies suggest people who start vaping are 4 times more likely to end up smoking traditional cigarettes. So much for the safer option. What's even crazier is that some teens who've never smoked before are now getting hooked on nicotine through vaping and transitioning to cigarettes later on. And it's not just about what it does to your lungs. There's more at stake. Vaping has been linked to heart disease, cognitive decline, and even mental health issues. Researchers are discovering more and more side effects that were previously unknown. It's not just a fun habit, it's altering your body in ways that will catch up with you. Governments around the world are starting to crack down. Flavored e-cigarettes are being banned in some countries, and more regulations are coming. The future of vaping is in question. But while the industry fights these changes, people are still getting hooked. And the scariest part? The long-term effects of vaping are still a mystery. What will we find out in 10, 20, or even 50 years? The truth about vaping is simple. It's not harmless, it's not risk-free, and it's certainly not just flavored water vapor. So next time you see someone puffing away, think about what's really inside that cloud.